Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trio the Phenomenal back. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Man, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. But I want to get some things off my chest. You know, it's really sad, but it's just real. At the end of the day, it's just real. There is no such thing as family. No such thing at all. Now, the reason why there's no such thing as family is because these people either raise you, you grew up with, you've been around so long in your life, taught you things to try to keep you out of trouble, they feed you, give you lessons, you know, things that they know, only only the things that they know from where they grew up and how they know how to explain it and give it in a perspective way. You know, those people like that, you turn around and start to see that those people really had something against you, really had something towards you. You don't know why. You don't know why. But when God opened your eyes to see what was the reason for all of that, for all of this to happen, and for all of that to take place, was for you to recognize those ain't your family. For them to turn on you like that, cold blood, cold hearted. For them to abandon you like that, for them to talk behind your back like you a dog, and even put you out in the streets like you somebody, a stranger, a lost stranger or something, somebody who they never met, and all you did was just try to come back and get your life together. So what? So what if you fail? So what if you fail and lost everything from trying to build things from the ground back up? So what? So what? You was working on your businesses for about a year or two, and things haven't taken off yet. So what? So you mean to tell me you just abandoned that person and just left them out there and throw them back out there in the streets and leave them for dead? And for the ones that to say that they did something, what did y'all did? What did y'all did? I can name 1,000 things that will took place for for things to turn out sour the way they did, and for it to went left. You mean to tell me that this person is working so hard, and you know that you see the change? Don't act like you don't see the change. You never seen the change. You seen the change. What got into you was that you seen the change was so big into that person that you couldn't stand it. The light was so bright that you couldn't stand it. The reason why you acted towards that person, the reason why family acted towards you like that in that way, because they seen who you really were, who you really was becoming, and who you really was starting to becoming from from the jump, from when they first came back, when they first started coming back around, hanging around, and they seen how it changed. They seen the difference in you. They know that wasn't the little boy or little girl in you. Uh, way before they know that wasn't the little cousin, little sister or little brother before. They know that wasn't the grandson or the granddaughter or the niece or nephew. You know, from the time before. They seen a drastic change in that person, and they noticed that was they were supposed to be, they were supposed to turn out that way for them to be just the way how they seen you. They seen the way how you the same they seen the way how you are, and you know they took things in their own hands, having this jealousy and envy in their heart because they seen the way that they could have been. Especially when you come back around giving them knowledge and telling them things that they never heard from you before, and they know from over the years that you really did change. You mean to tell me that after all of that, after all of that, you mean to tell me that that person don't deserve their flowers, don't deserve the conversation of showing appreciation or thanks or thankful, because you didn't know you don't know why God bring that person back into your lives. That person was the number one, the golden key to everything, to help you from living the way how you live, from trying to help you retire in a way, or trying to help you, you know, pick up the slack from what your kids and from what you doing, how you raising your kids around, and how you see how miserable you are working your 9 to 5 or whatever job that you think that it's gonna help take you to that next level, and think that it's gonna help see you, that you see millions, or retire at an early age, a younger age. God bring that person back around your life to show you that could have been an escape route. That could have been an escape route for everybody's lives. But no one tried to actually put effort, stand beside that person, and try to work things out to get that person in a hand, to try to see what that person really needed. But they didn't care. All they was doing was worrying about themselves, like always. That goes to show you, it's not family. That's not family who they think that they killed once before, because whatever they did in the past, whatever they did to raise you and all of that, but coming up and bringing up. Listen, all that stuff is irrelevant back then, from the time before. Especially if it's a big difference coming back after losing everything and trying to actually make a change, and trying to actually build something, trying to build a business, you know, try to start something up, trying to get the family out of the mediocre lifestyle, trying to get the family from living an average lifestyle, period. After so much what we done been through, and gone through in our lives. And all it takes is that one person to see all of that. That's all it takes, is that one person to see all of that. Plenty of people done did it. Plenty of people changed lives, and all it took was one person out of that family to break that family generational curse, to expand the family even better, to expand the family to a better place in life, to freedom. But you mean to tell me, like I said, it's all irrelevant from the time before? Because what you show now, that really shows who you really were all along. This is who you were all along. Attitudes for no reason. You talking about people, you talking about that person to other people outside of the family like a dog. Don't even know why you doing it. And it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad and hurtful at the same time. But the thing is, God show us that for a reason. God show us those things for a reason in life. He wants you to see. He wants you to pay attention. So in this new chapter, the new season in your life, I'm saying, people abandon you, leave you like that. By the time you actually see your blessings, when people don't deserve nothing from you, I don't care what they got to say. I don't care how they feel. I don't care how they put it. I don't care what they doing to try to make the story sound good on their part, and trying to bring it out like it wasn't their fault from doing that. I don't care how they put it, because it was a terrible thing, for one. For two, when a person show and breaks down and show you their emotions and explaining from what everything they got from the inside, from their heart, and trying to let you know, don't do it, don't do that, because you didn't know how weak-minded that person could have been. Once you'd abandoned them, they could have went back out there and turned to suicide. They could have went back out there and did some crazy stuff to go do a crime, on a killing spree or whatever, to make up all that trauma, all that emotions from what the family abandoned them from, just to relieve that off from them, just to relieve that from them. You don't know what that person could have done. And that's why it be a lot of stories like that. First 48, what they call it, ID Investigation Discovery Channel. That's why a lot of stories like that be out there on them episodes for kids and children at a young age like that, because it comes from the so-called family background. It comes from the so-called family raising the child on up, raising that child on up at a certain age, and that child seeing everything. And what he did was try to come back and ask for help. Or she did try to come back and ask for help because they lost everything trying to build something. They wasn't in the streets hustling. They wasn't in the streets. They wasn't in the streets doing any and everything. They was literally at home, working 2 jobs, coming home from work, trying to maintain a relationship, trying to maintain a business. On top of that, a side hustle, trying to keep up with bills and all of that. With their thoughts, with their minds on their family, to try to surprise them, so when they do make it, they'll be the ones to go back and look after the ones that who raised them and help them in a way. You mean to tell me that you didn't see none of that? You seen it. You seen it. Like I said, you just didn't care. You didn't care. All you did was just care for yourself. You care about helping other people, paying bills for other people, who didn't really matter. You were so quick to move on in your life that it didn't really matter. You know, you were so quick to move on in your life that it didn't really matter. But there's no such thing as called family, man. There's no such thing. That don't even exist no more. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Tell you one thing, God is family. And whoever God put in your life, that's meant to be in your life for forever, for good, that's family. Because with everything, with God, if God touching it and putting it in your heart and putting it in your circle and putting it in your future, in your life, period, that's God. That's family. Because with His touch, nothing can go wrong. So you know everything is perfect once He touch it. But I had to get that out my chest. There's gonna be plenty more, plenty more, plenty more. That's gonna come with it. There's gonna be plenty more that's gonna come with it. Plenty more. And don't nobody cares. Don't nobody cares about what you think, what you feel like, or how you feel. Because at the end of the day, we seen how you treat people. We seen how you really are. So that's all what really matters. We seen who you really are as a individual, a so-called family member. We seen who you really are. You don't really matter. You know, smiles and laughs and playing and all of that stuff don't matter. You know, none of that stuff don't even matter at all. I wouldn't even don't take that stuff light. So, y'all be mindful and keep praying, keep God in your lives, because He will reveal the people to y'all that it was really meant for y'all, and show y'all He will show you guys. He will actually show you. Just keep praying. Just keep praying.